Non-diegetic music, also commonly known as background music, is music that does not exist within that world of the story. The characters within the narrative do not know it exists. However, this does not mean that the characters and the music exist separately. According to the book, Film Art and Introduction, the researchers argue that a melody or musical phrase can be tied to a specific person or character. This can be further extended to the idea of a larger group of people. Through non-diegetic music, the directors can allow the audience to understand the collective trauma being experienced by the collective people within the film. This will be explored through two films, the first being Camp de Thyroy. The story details the hardships of the Senegalese people and the French imperialists. This film starts off with diegetic music, which comes from the marching band. In film music theory, the argument that diegetic music is tied to realism has been contested by other theorists. Although the diegetic songs within this film reveals the realities of colonialism, it also acts as an auditory marker of colonialism. Diata, the protagonist, is often praised for his interest in Western music.
C'est le sergent-chef Diata, un mélomane.
Un tirailleur qui écoute de la grande musique.
The music within the film helps reveal the repressed identities of the infantrymen through the non-diegetic music. A jazz-like score works in tandem with the mise-en-scene of the infantrymen characters to reveal the repression of their identity. The song is not heard by the characters, but the jazz-like music also does not exist within the characters' lived reality. This hidden but overbearing sound acts as an auditory symbol of the identity representation that comes from the colonial and imperial project. Music starts to become a portrait of the people who have given up their own cultural identity. The music also marks the collective push towards resistance that is felt amongst the infantrymen. However, the effect of this use of non-diegetic music allows the audience to sympathize with these characters while also understanding the effects and legacy of the empire. As explored previously, the use of instruments has a particular effect on the narrative aspects of the film as well as how it affects the audience. This idea is reoriented through the use of singing in choir music. Basically, music that is made by a human person or persons. The effect of this can be explored through Chris Marker's La Jetée. This French film is comprised of mostly images to reveal a story about a post-nuclear incident. The images of the catastrophic event are paired with a haunting sort of choir music. The images of destruction seem like moments of the past, however the non-diegetic choir music brings the collective trauma of the event to the foreground and allows the audience to feel the fear and grief of the individuals affected. There is a crescendo within the music that creates further tension as the material destruction unfolds through the images. Although the images of the people are not present within this sequence, their collective presence is marked through the non-diegetic choir music. It brings the legacy of the character's trauma from the past and be experienced by the present audience. When the characters are both visible and hidden within the visual elements of the film, their portrait can still exist within the non-diegetic score. It reveals the aspects of the collective people that were hidden away and oppressed. It can also reveal the haunting legacy of the trauma that was faced by a collective group.